Hello everybody, welcome. So it's time for Sing with Sharon. So I'm glad you've joined me today. We're going to get straight to a game. So if you haven't done this before with me in the previous sessions, this is don't clap this one back. So the first thing is just to clap all of the good claps back, okay? So I'll do one, you do it back, da, da, da. You get the hang of it? I'll do a different one. You do a turn, da, 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 da. Very good. Shout out to Melanie B who's watching. Thank you. Nice to see you. Here's another one for Melanie B. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So have you got the idea? So most of these claps you have to clap. You have to just copy, except for like the danger clap, which is the one that says don't clap this one back. Now you can think of that phrase, don't clap this one back, or you can just listen to it. So when I make my hands do it, it sounds like this. Okay, so could be long, long, short, short, long, slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, or just the thing that I find is I just try and say it in my head every time. Don't clap this one back. So as the words say, you don't clap it back. Okay, so when you hear that rhythm, so rhythm is just a pattern of sounds, pattern of beats together. When you hear that rhythm, I want you to put your hands on your head instead. Okay, so we'll try it. So when you go, don't clap this one back, you put your hands on your head instead of clapping it back. Okay, look, Liz has joined us as well. Happy May Day indeed. Right, so let's practice that one again. So if you hear don't clap this one back, you put your hands on your head. All the other claps you have to clap. Okay, so let's try it. Hands on your head, don't clap this one back. Yeah, you think you've got the idea? So we'll try a few more. I will try and catch you out. Here we go. Did you put your hands on your head? Hope you were listening for it. Let's try again. Hands on your head. Okay. We will try one more. In your head. Cool. So I hope you could hear when that rhythm was happening, the don't clap this one back. If you did, that is very good listening. Listening is very important in music. So we are going to continue our theme of kind of celebration and looking for the light in the dark, looking for the joy in the challenge, etc. And that game can be a bit of a challenge. So I hope you were enjoying it. And it is May Day. So happy May Day, 1st of May, a brand new month. And here in the northeast of England, unfortunately, it's a bit of a grey day, our May Day at the moment, but hopefully the sun might come out a little later. So we'll just start warming up our body, etc. So can you just shake your hands and shake them up? And shake them down and give a shimmy and give me a Tarzan, right? And can you just jiggle your heels into the floor, which will make your voice go all funny. So try going, see if you can really make your voice wobble, because you're really putting your heels into the ground. Good, and we also need to just wiggle our bodies, have a little bit of a scrunch up. Can you pull your shoulders back and your arms back and give me a stretch out of the chest? And then can you give yourself a hug? And then one more stretch out. Cool. because we're trying to. So hopefully you're all up on your feet. If you're not up on your feet, it is better to be singing standing up if possible. And what you want to do is make sure that you have got your feet hip distance apart, tail tucked under, standing nice and tall. So give me a tall stance. You can give me a slumpy, and then tall again. All right, so we're wanting that long neck. So in fact, can you imagine your puppet, that you've got your string through the top of your head, and just pull that string up, so you're going on your tippy toes. Hold those tummy muscles in to keep you nice and steady, and then back down to the ground, but staying nice and tall. Good. Just give me a nod. Yes, Sharon. And give me a no. No, Sharon. And then just look all around. And just go, ah. Big sigh. Ah. But remember your posture. So you're still up on that string. So we're not going, ah, and slumping. We're still staying nice and tall. So big sigh again. Ah. Can we do a bit of yo-yoing? All right, so I don't know if you've got a yo-yo, but it's just that spinny thing on the end of the string. And we're just going to go yo-yo. Ready? Yo-yo. And again, yo-yo. Great. But you can do yo-yo tricks. If you've got a yo-yo and you've practiced, you can do tricks. So we're going to do a walk the dog where we're going to spin it out and then pull it back again. So that sounds like yo-yo. Try that. Yo-yo. One more time. Yo-yo. Good. Now we'll try another one called Around the World, where you just kind of spin it all, do loop the loop basically. So we'll go yo-yo. Ready? Yo-yo. And the higher you can make your voice go, the better. So I know some of you could go pretty high. Ready? And yo-yo. Great. And then there's one called Cat's Cradle, I think, where you kind of make the string into a triangle and then the yo-yo bit goes back and forwards like it's swinging on a cradle or a swing. So we'll just go yo, 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 yo. Ready? Yo, 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 yo. It's a bit like yodeling. Now, the good thing about the imaginary yo-yo is that you can defy gravity. So first one, we're going to do a normal gravity one first. You're going to go to a low note and just wiggle it around a little bit. So you're going to go yo, yo. Try that. Yo, yo. And then you're going to defy gravity. So in real life you can't do this, but we'll go yo, yo. I know it will sound a bit weird, but let's go for it. Yo, yo. Very good. Stick your tongue out and go blah, blah. That's it. And open really wide and go and squish small and go Great. And if you can, blow your lips and go brrr. But some people find it tricky. If you find it tricky, you need to give yourself a bit more of a pout. Squish your lips up like that. Look downwards and go brrr, brrr. Sometimes that can help. Okay, so hopefully we're a little bit more warmed up, remembering our posture, etc., and our tall stance. I'll just give you a little tongue twister. I'm sure you know loads. Remember, you can type some tongue twisters in if you want to. We're going to do red lorry, yellow lorry. So try saying that. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. Should we try that? Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. And open wide. Have you come across she sells seashells on the seashore? We'll try going. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Ready? She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Very good. All right. So hopefully our teeth and our lips are a bit better at moving for later. But I'm also going to teach you a body percussion part for the song that I'm going to do. So all I want you to do is 2 pats on your chest, like a heartbeat. Dum, 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 And then the extra bit, you're going to hold your hand out. You're just going to slap the back of your hand. I'll turn slightly. So you're going to go dum, dum, cat, 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 dum. Okay? You can do it lots of the ways. You could also go, if you like clapping and clicking, etc. So I will leave that up to you. Try that. Now I'm going to teach you the song. So let me just get this song up. Okay, so the tune of this round is a traditional Brazilian song called Este Bom. I have been out to Brazil, but my pronunciation is not great. So apologies, any of my friends in São Paulo that might be watching. But I've changed the words again for the Big Sing Celebrates at Sage Gateshead. So those gives a flavour of Brazil, but without the having to manage the Brazilian Portuguese. So this song. So it goes like this. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Out in Brazil, etc. So now if you want to continue with this song ever, it's got a real nice kind of dancey vibe to it. Also, it's talking about the carnival. So in the carnival, they get colourful costumes, big headpieces, lots of feathers. So if you're looking to do any arts and crafts this afternoon or anything like that, any creative projects, then that might be amazing to do a carnival headpiece or something. All right, I'll teach you a line at a time. So copy me. Out in Brazil, your turn. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. They have a big carnival. So those two lines together go. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. So your turn. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Then you got to take a breath. And you're going to go up high. Can you give me a woo? Woo! So you know the way your voice can go up high, you just need to give it lots of energy and lots of breath. So you need a bit of that. Dressed up in costumes. Dressed up in costumes. Try that. Dressed up in costumes. Again. Dressed up in costumes. Now make sure that your chin is down, though you're not going like this for the high note. You can even get down low. So you can even fool yourself and go, dressed up in costumes, if that helps. Okay, so the next bit. People play and they dance. People play and they dance. Your turn. People play and they dance. In a parade. In a parade. People play and they dance in a parade. Try that. People play and they dance in a parade. And then the last bit I like the best because it's they all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Okay, so that's an easy bit. So let's try those two lines. Ready? And they all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Cool. So let me sing that all for you again. And then you try and join me the second time round. So just listen first time and then sing along with me the second time. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. It's up to you whether you want to try. You can try just doing the singing. You can add a bit of the body percussion in. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Or out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. Let's all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Ooh, you might have noticed I've got the words slightly wrong there. So you can do that. Or if you prefer doing actions, out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play. So playing, just they have lots of instruments, and particularly have lots of percussion, lots of drums and things in the carnivals. So you can play you can play the drums. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Okay, so you can dance around to this as well if you want. So as per usual, I've got a pre-recorded track so that we can try singing it as a round as well. That just means we're going to start slightly later. So when the music plays, we're going to sing it once together with the virtual Sharon. And then we're going to wait, and then I'll bring you back in for the second time. Here we go. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Out in Brazil, they have a big carnival. Dressed up in costumes, people play and they dance in a parade. They all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Let's all have a good time. Excellent. All right, so you can see how that all works together. And that's a bit of our body percussion. So that's a really nice, it's got a really great kind of dancey feel to it. And like I said, I would love to see some pictures of some carnival headdresses. If you do end up doing that, do send them in to me. If you look on the channel and on the About section, it has an email address and you could send those in. That would be amazing. So the second song that I wanted to do for us, again, has a bit of body percussion with it. And it is called Times Like These. So it's by the Foo Fighters. And so BBC One Live Lounge just got a load of pop stars together, and so they covered this song, but people taking different parts, and they've put it on one of those big kind of collage things that like you've seen lots of choirs doing, etc. So it's a really great, lovely song, and very apt for our lockdown period. So I'm just gonna pop it up for us, and I'm gonna go to the chorus first, and then I might teach you a bit of the body percussion as well. So I have put it in a different key just so most of us can sing it comfortably, because it's grown-ups and it's a little lower normally, so I've put it up a bit. So the chorus goes, it's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. Just like that. Okay, so lots of it's times like these. So it's a little lower down for you that've got higher voices, but try your best, and I'll show you something at the very end that you could do if it gets a little low at the end. So So we've got, it's times like these you learn to live again. You want to try that? Ready? And it's times like these you learn to live again. And then it goes quickly, just got one beat, and then it's back into times like these you give and give again. And then straight into, it's times like these you learn to love again. Then this is the bit that goes a little lower. It's times like these, time and time again. So just try that line first of all, low. It's times like these, time and time again. One more time for luck. And it's times like these, time and time again. If you're finding that that's a little low for you, if you're a bit younger, for example, or you just always got a higher voice, you could go up on that last line. You could go, it might sound quite good as well. It's times like this, time and time again, which will give us a nice harmony, okay? The other bit's probably a bit too high to do up the octave, but, so it'd sound like this. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. So if you want to come up, that's the place to do it, all right? So should we, let's do the whole chorus one more time, but I'll do the low version at the end. And I'll just teach you the oh at the end as well. It's times like, so we'll go, ready, and it's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. So you might have noticed that when I'm doing it low, on the final again I come up. Times like this, time and time again. Whereas if I'm doing the high one, times like this, time and time again. Do a bit of twiddle, all right? So feel free to do a bit of a diva. Okay, so I'm going to go back and teach you the first verse. So that's percolating in your brain. So this is the one that's a bit, because I put it all higher, it's just a bit more in the middle to the upper end of the voice, but it shouldn't be too high. So it goes. I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. And I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on. I'm going to break it down for you. So you've got an I. So can you just go So this note is kind of not the top of there. I, ready, and I. Then you got I'm a one-way motorway. Ready, and I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away. Try that. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. Okay, and again, if you're finding that it gets a bit low at any points, just go up instead of down. It's fine. You know, we're all friends here. It's fine to just go off-piste and just do your own thing if you feel like it. So let's try that first bit. Ready? And I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. Then the second bit is very similar. I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on. That's it. Got it? So you have just at the end of that, you have at the end. And that leads you into it's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give And then you have oh. So it's a bit the same as the oh. Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna then teach you another little bit of body percussion, just for those of you that are wanting to challenge yourself. It's a little bit similar to a game that we played before. So you're gonna go tap, 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 clap. So 1 and 2 and 3. Let's try again. 1 and 2 and 3. Then you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So try the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you add in a little click click before the clap. So let me put those together. So you go 1 and 2 and 3. And it has a double clap. So da 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 bum bum. So let me take it really slowly. So, and if you can start just by clapping when I clap. If you watch carefully and you just clap when I clap, that's the other thing. So you go 1, 2, clap, 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 1, 2, clap, 2, 3, 1, clap, clap, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. If you want to just do the claps, no problem. Okay, so slowly you got 1 and 2 and clap. Da, 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 clap. Get a bit faster. Da, 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 da. Concentration. Okay, so that might be something that you take away and practice as well. So this can happen over the verse. So I'll just demonstrate, or I'll try and demonstrate. Singing and doing this body percussion at the same time does take practice. I have tried. Okay, so it goes like, I'll just do the body percussion first. I'm a one-way motorway. I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. Hi, I'm a street light shining. I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on. Something like that. All right, so don't worry. If you fancy trying the body percussion, but you don't want to go body percussion and singing, you can just stick with the body percussion over the verse. There's an extra bit in the chorus that we'll not worry about. If I come back to it another week, we might add to it. All right, so we're going to try this out, and I'll teach you. We'll just go through and you just do the same tune for the second verse as well. Okay, here we go. Try this second verse. Hi, I'm a new day rising. I'm a brand new sky to hang the stars apart tonight. But I'm a little divided. Do I stay or run away and leave it all behind? need to teach you. So this bit, we make it better together, we make a better life. So this is a kind of in between. So for those of you that have seen the Live Lounge release, there is a bit of rapping before this bit, but I've decided to leave it out just because you've already had to endure me trying to rap. I think it was yesterday or the day before. So I thought twice in a week might be a bit much for you. So I've left the rap bit out, but obviously if you like the song and you want to practice the rap, great. But I'm just not going to inflict that on you today. So this is kind of an in-between. This is kind of, it's rhythmic like rap is, but it's still got a vocal line, a melody. So we got, we make it better together, we make a better life. Try that. We make it better together, we make a better life. Then it goes, because the pressure is ever upon us every night. Can we try that? Because the pressure is ever upon us every night. Really good to get your teeth and your lips going, which is why we did the tongue twisters before. And then we go, my chords. Every night and every day, so we pray and we will forever fight. So, and every day, so we pray and we will forever fight. So it's a bit lower. And every day, so we pray and we will forever fight. Try that. And every day, so we pray and we will forever fight. And then we make it better together, we make a better life, which is just like the first two lines. Okay, so we're going to try and bust through that. Ready? And we make it better together, we make a better life, because the pressure is on us every night. And every day, so we pray and we will forever fight. We make it better together, we make a better life. Now I managed to get most of the words, but not all of the words in the right order. So we're going to try one more time and then we'll try and bust through. It goes back to verse 1 and then a final chorus, which we'll do before we end. So ready? Let's try it. I will try and get all the right words. Ready? We make it better together, we make a better life, because the pressure is ever upon us every night. And every day, so we pray, we may forever fight. We make it better together, we make a better life. Motorway, I'm the one that drives away and follows you back home. And I'm a street light shining, I'm a white light blinding bright, burning off and on. Chorus, it's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time and time again. You got an extra one. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you learn to love again. All right, well done busking through that with me. I know we didn't. We might come back to that another time because it's a great song, but do look it up. BBC One Live Lounge, AllStars, I think they've called it. Times Like These, great song. Thank you for joining in our little our Brazilian Carnival as well. And yes, so see if you can find some fun, joyous activity for this afternoon, something that brings a little bit of colour, a bit of fun, a bit of excitement, because we are heading into the weekend. But remember that I am back here on Monday, 1:30, so I do hope you join me then. Subscribe to the channel, click on the little bell, and then you'll be notified every time we come on live and every time there's a new song. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, stay well, and keep singing.